Let's talk about technology and let's talk about the Houston fans, playing with house money because according to PFS, C.J. Stroud stinks. He might as well be the worst quarterback in the NFL. You tweeted him. You know it. What's your thoughts, Jage?
Oh, boy. I got a lot of thoughts on this. Listen, it's a business. PFF is a business. They have created a business. They somehow have gotten their way onto NBC and are putting their rankings on national television every single week. But from a player's standpoint, from somebody who has been in meetings, has been on the field, who has been with coaches, who's talked to people who know exactly how the algorithms work, who know how the grading system works. I'll take a step back. I was PFF's highest graded player, one of their highest graded players.
Way to go, JJ.
Let's go, JJ.
Hang the banner.
So this isn't biased. This is not like, oh, they don't like me, so I'm not. Like, I literally had a 106 grade one year, and they had to change the entire ranking system because of that.
Damn.
So, it's not because, they graded me poorly, so I'm speaking badly on it. This is literally speaking to players, coaches, people all around the league. The system is terrible. Do they watch a lot of film? Sure. Great. Do they know everybody's assignments? Do they know exactly what's supposed to happen? Do they know how they're weighting and how they're doing different things? No. It's just a terrible system. And the fact that they have the ability to affect not only what the public thinks about players, but literally affecting voting for awards, how players' contracts are being handled moving forward. It's really pretty crazy and scary that they've somehow gotten that level of power. And like I said, the fact that their graphics and rankings are put on NBC on Sunday nights for the nation to see, that is just downright absolutely ridiculous.
Okay, so JJ hates VAR Premier League.
Yep.
And PFF, he does believe some positions, I think they get it right. For instance, you were their highest graded guy. I was their punter of the decade. So I think it's easy for PFF folks who watch film to see, if there's a successful punt.
Yep, sure.
There's a successful punt operation.
Well, and the thing is, think about it from their perspective. If they just ranked everybody, the best players as the best, then
JJ?
No, but there's no reason. There's no what? Is my video on?
Yeah, we'll call you back.
Let's say PFF rates the best players as the best players. Well, then why would anybody subscribe to that? They literally have to be different than other people for people to be like, oh yeah, they do know something that we don't know. It's bullshit, man.
They gave me the punter of the decade, so I hope they survive forever.
Yep.
And I hope that is the case just for personal reasons. But I do understand where some people, like friends of mine maybe that have shorter arms and maybe, rounder gut, who are playing guard, center, fullback, and return person with their grades, and then those are being used against people in negotiations and stuff. It's wild. It's a wild time.
Your little speech about it was 100% true. It truly is leaking into affecting players' contracts, affecting players' Pro Bowls, All Pros, things like that. It is actually real in what it's doing, and it is extremely unfortunate.
Didn't CJ and Jordan, they literally had the same game, right?
Same exact game.
But there was a couple throws where
there's a lot of
instead of
there's a lot of what ifs that happen with PFF. They're it's all projected and probabilities and pass rush win percentage ratios. Well, if you win a lot of pass rushes, you're probably going to get a lot of sacks. That's generally how it goes. If you're winning a lot of pass rushes and not getting sacks, something's probably wrong. There's this just if you're throwing a ball that's an interception worthy ball, but it wasn't intercepted. Well, how worthy was it? I don't know. This shit is dumb, man. It's a results-oriented league. It is you go out there oh wow, why don't we just give the Super Bowl to the team that projected to win the most games? No, there's a reason you play the games. There's a reason you go on the field. There's a reason you do it all. Take your little.
Hey, but it can get better. We want. That's all we want.
Better from here.
We just want it to get better.
You trying to get into soccer? You trying to get into soccer over there?
Yeah, pro soccer.
PFF.
Ooh.
They actually do a lot of that type of stuff in football.
Soccer.
Right.
Yeah, you're an American.
Don't do this.
It's called soccer.
The co-founder is from.
Yeah, but I mean, I do
Ireland.
enjoy our fan base. I do like our supporters supporting me, so I prefer to call it the thing they'd like me to call it.
Yeah, but they're the ones that created soccer. Soccer was actually a term created in England.
Mm-hmm.
That's correct.
Thank you.
So-
I did my research.
They still call it football, but yes,
Did your own research.
you are correct in your research.
Yeah, I was getting pretty attacked by a lot of people. I'm certainly better than them at soccer, saying a lot of things.
First time?
Huh?
First time?
Getting attacked?
Yeah.
It's normal. It was coming in waves, though, during the World Cup whenever I was telling how good we were.
We're the team.
Those were
Starting
fun,
to think you enjoy it.
I don't enjoy it, but when it has to be said, it's got to be said.
Sorry.
Like, for instance, soccer's our game now.
Yep.
Bingo.
Who won the Balloon d'Or?
Who's that?
Methy
That's
Where
right.
does he play?
in the MLF. So allow us to potentially fix your sport. So terrible. Absolutely so terrible. I apologize for that.
And let's send you out on the right note. PFF sucks. Have a great day, everybody.
Wow.
Why? That's
Okay.
Nailed it. Right on the
I feel like you nailed it. I do feel like you nailed it.
That going to be the water today?
That was a Pablo Sanchez nuke to right field.
boy.
That's JJ's war.
Good shit, JJ.
Yeah.
That's J.J. Watt. We did not script that. Okay? Before this even gets into this.
Son of a bitch.
Jeez Louise. Chris Collinsworth's going to invite you out to Cincinnati.
Yep. Kick your fucking ass.
Fine. That's fine. I shoot it straight, man. I'm shooting it like it is. Like if they want to act like they got some like they come from a very high and mighty place. Like they come and they speak like they know everything that there is to know about football, and they tell all these players and these coaches that they're so much smarter and that they're so much better and that they have these ways of figuring things out that are so much superior. It's just, as somebody who's done it and who's been in those trenches and who knows what it's like and who knows what it's like to have somebody telling you how good you're doing. I mean, I've literally sat in a meeting room with coaches and put the grades side by side, from a coach's grade and from the PFF grade. I've done it, and it's not even remotely close. So, like, don't sit here and tell me, like, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know how all this works. Like, yeah, I do. I've literally done it. I've sat in that room and done it with coaches in the National Football League. So take your shit and shovel it somewhere else, because I'm not dealing with it.
Yes!
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Jack and Chris are just,
That was good passion right there.
they can't wait to see Jay.
I do hope you guys get a chance to shake some hands. You know what I mean? I hope you get a chance to shake some hands and hear what Chris has to say about how their entire, because I assume they've heard what you've said numerous times. Now, I will say there was a couple times a few years back where they would put a quote about somebody who stinks or somebody should have a new job, and then they would put PFF Sam underneath it. And this is before we obviously learned to PFF Samo and his smartness. And we actually said, well, if PFF Sam says it, you know, it's kind of been that way, though, since the beginning. Like, we are the ones who have the answers. We are the ones who know everything about every player because we watch the film. And we've all, I think, as a football society, have just been like, yep, they do.
Okay.
It's kind of just become a common part of the process now. So I think a lot of players are going to be very thankful for what you just said, especially the guys who are maybe low rated in the PFF system. This is like what happened with Madden. You know, Madden was the first one that was putting numbers on people, you know, like, hey, here's how good this player is. Here's how good this player is. So outside of like contracts, which is putting a number on somebody and how much you're worth versus other people, Madden, this outside company, now becomes the company that is telling you that, oh, you're the 10th ranked whatever you are. And it's like, how the fuck do you know? What is that even? That's a whole thing. So now PFF is another one. It's interesting whenever you start putting numbers on.
And I would like to say this, like, it is nothing against any players. Like, I want every player to be rated as highly as you can. I don't care. It is nothing against any players, against any of that. It is literally with the system and the way that they do things. So it's zero to do with players or how players are graded. I don't care. I want everybody to be graded as fairly and properly as I just don't think that's the way it is right now.
And like, at least Madden adjusted. Like, now they send people to every single training.
And Ocho's a part of it. Ex-players are a part of it.
They make guys better as they play better throughout the season.
They should just use PFF. Why doesn't Madden just use PFF's grades?
Okay.
Makes sense.
Why are we all...
Hey, right?
You don't have to... Well, less payroll.
The